Hello students. In this video, we will learn about our chapter 5, that is understanding elementary shapes. In this chapter, we will learn about measuring line segments, angles, triangle, quadrilateral and some 3D shapes. In previous classes, we had already studied about line segment, lines and rays. We know how to measure the length of any line segment. Normally we use ruler to measure the length. But there are chances of errors in this procedure. The thickness of the ruler may cause difficulties in reading off the marks on it. So what should be the correct way of measuring the line segment? Here you can see in the picture one divider and ruler is mentioned. So by using these two items from your geometry box, we can measure the length of any line segment. You can just open the divider, place the end point of one of its arms at A and the end point of the second arm at B, taking care that opening of the divider is not disturbed. Now lift the divider and place it on the ruler. Ensure that one end point is at the 0 mark of the ruler. Now read the mark against the other end point. So by this way you can get the accurate measure of any line segment. This is the correct way of measuring the length. In geography, you must have studied about the four main directions, that is north, south, east and west. Today we will use this knowledge of directions to learn about angles. In this first figure you can see north direction is there. If you stand facing north direction and clockwise you will take one right turn, then now you will be facing east direction. If you again take one more right turn, you will be facing in south direction. It means from north direction to south directions you have taken two right turns, that is one straight angle, 180 degree. If I ask to take more two right turns clockwise, so after that you will reach at the same point from where you have started, that is in the north direction. So here you have completed one full turn. Reaching from north to again north, you have taken one full turn, that is called complete angle. Complete angle is 360 degree. That is also called one revolution. One revolution. Then half of the revolution is, we can say that is 180 degree, or we can say this is one straight angle or two right angles. In the same way, we can say 1/4 of the revolution is 90 degree or one right angle. There are some more angles as well. If the measure of any angle is less than 90 degree, that is known as acute angle. If the measure of any angle is more than 90 degree, that is obtuse angle. If the measure of any angle is more than 180 degree, that is reflex angle. So these are some different type of angles. After knowing the angles, let us learn something about triangles. As we know that triangle is a polygon made up of three line segments. There are three sides and three angles in any triangle. So we can classify the triangles on the basis of their sides and on the basis of their angles. So first of all, classification of triangles on the basis of sides. First is equilateral triangle. A triangle having all sides equal is called an equilateral triangle. The second one is isosceles triangle. The triangle having two sides equal is called an isosceles triangle. And the third one is scalene triangle. A triangle having three different sides is called a scalene triangle. In equilateral triangle, each angle of equilateral triangle measures 60 degree. In isosceles triangle, the angles opposite to the equal sides of an isosceles triangle are also equal. The scalene triangle has no two sides, two angles equal. Now here are some properties of the triangle. The sum of the angle of a triangle is 180 degree. A triangle cannot have more than one right angle. A triangle cannot have more than one obtuse angle. And in a right angle, the sum of the rest two angles is 90 degree. Now this is classification of triangles on the basis of their angles. Acute angle triangle. A triangle, each of whose angles measures less than 90 degrees is called an acute angle triangle or simply an acute triangle. Second one is obtuse angle triangle. A triangle, one of whose angles measures more than 90 degrees is called an obtuse angle triangle or simply an obtuse triangle. The third one is right angle triangle. A triangle whose one angle measures 90 degrees is called a right angle triangle or simply a right triangle. Now let us learn about the next polygon, that is quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is a figure formed by four line segments. Here are some quadrilaterals: rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus and trapezium. The first quadrilateral is rectangle. Rectangle is a quadrilateral made up of four line segments. Its opposite sides are equal and parallel and all angles are right angles. Square is also a quadrilateral made up of four line segments. All sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel and all angles are right angles. The next one is parallelogram. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which both the pairs of opposite sides are equal and parallel and opposite angles are also equal. Rhombus is a parallelogram in which all the sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel and all opposite angles are also equal. Now the last one is trapezium. Trapezium is a quadrilateral in which only one pair of opposite sides are parallel, only one pair. So these are some of the quadrilaterals. Now the next thing we have to study is three-dimensional shapes. Three-dimensional shapes means the shapes in which three dimensions are there: length, breadth and height. Here are some three-dimensional shapes: cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone and pyramid. In case of many three-dimensional shapes, we can distinctly identify their faces, edges and vertices. Now you can ask, what is the meaning of these terms face, edge and vertex? So let us take one example, that is cube. Now each side of this cube is a flat surface. It is called a flat face or simply a face. Where two faces meet, that a line segment, and that line segment is called an edge. These edges meet at a point that is called a vertex. So we can say in a cuboid and a cube there are 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. In a cuboid all faces are rectangular and in a cube all the faces are of square shape. All length, breadth and height are equal. Now let us check cylinder. Some objects such as circular pillar, circular pipe, gas cylinder, powder tin are in the shape of cylinder. A cylinder has a curved lateral surface and two circular faces at its end. A cylinder has two plane faces, the top and the base, and one curved face. It has two circular edges. Now the next one is cone. Objects such as an ice cream cone, a conical tent, a conical vessel are in the shape of a cone. A cone has a plain circular end at the base and a curved surface tapering into a point called its vertex. Thus, a cone has one plane face and one curved face. It has one circular edge and one vertex. Now, what is pyramid? A pyramid is a solid whose base is a plain rectilinear figure and whose side faces are triangles having a common vertex, called the vertex of the pyramid. A square pyramid has 4 lateral triangular faces and 8 edges. And a triangular pyramid has 3 triangular lateral faces, 1 triangular base and 6 edges. So that is all about three-dimensional shapes. So that is all from this chapter. Thank you.